Good morning, Mr. Phelps. It's time to go to work. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to get out of bed, brush your teeth, eat some breakfast, and get into your car. After going back into your house because you forgot your phone, and then once more for your keys, you'll fight morning rush hour traffic, suppressing the urge to hit pedestrians and run slower drivers off the road. As always, should you be caught, this station will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This message will self-destruct.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up.
Morning, TJ. That's right. Put your hands together, Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday, matter of fact.
Very happy Tuesday. You've had a 2 for Tuesday. Listen, you had me cracking up this morning.
Yeah.
I can't live
You like that?
without my AC. Absolutely.
If you missed it, I got it for you right here.
Man, it was funny.
Yeah, baby. This is what I'm talking about right here, Facebook Live.
It is boiling hot outside. It feels like the air's on fire. But I am cool. Perfect temp of 68. In my living room I'm feeling great. I don't know what I do without my AC. Without my AC, oh, I can't live without my AC.
You know that's right. It's a hot one out there, folks.
Yeah, it is. That's a perfect song.
Yeah, it really, it really is.
Perfect.
Excuse me.
Love it.
There we go. Got it. Sorry.
All right.
We're connected. We're connected at the hip on our mics now, so you
We
can't
are.
talk over me.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay.
Especially if I cut off the mic trying to keep my cough from going loud.
Oh, that's right. I can't.
No.
Oh. Well, I was trying to.
We had another channel go out on the board recently. It's things piece by piece falling apart, baby. We do have plan in place. Time frame may not be ideal
Yeah.
because of shipping and all that junk.
Yeah. But we'll make it.
But we'll make it. We'll get it there.
Absolutely will.
We'll get it there. So, but yes, great show for you today. I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded.
We'll be good.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about sour candy today.
Sour candy. I
Yes.
was wondering about this sour candy business
Today is National Sour Candy Day.
because I've seen a couple things on Facebook. So,
All right. So we're kids of the 80s and 90s.
yes.
So our ideal or best sour candy of all time may be different than the current one. Because
think.
my sour candy of all time is lemon heads.
Ooh, I love lemon heads.
Not a huge fan of them now,
Yeah.
but as a
Me either.
kid,
Yeah.
I loved them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Oh yeah, lemon heads are great. And I didn't discover them until I was in my early 20s because I was like, ew. For some reason, I always snubbed a lemon.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I love lemon. So, I don't know why, but yeah, those are pretty good. I haven't had any in a while. I don't eat that many of them, but yeah, those are probably the best.
Now you got like Sour Patch Kids. You got the Warheads. Remember those?
Didn't we have those when we were teenagers?
Yeah. They had Warheads, but I don't know. I guess it was the Sour Patch or the Lemon Heads for me.
Yeah, I didn't do the Warheads either. That was way too
Oh, really?
sour.
Really?
Oh, yeah. What was that other thing? Crybabies.
Crybabies. I never had one of those.
Those would be super sour. I mean, like grab you by the jaw. But then they would end up being sweet, but initially they were sour.
Gotcha.
So, anyway, it was no, couldn't do it.
The Pushmataha County, the Pushmataha County Historical Society
Oh, okay.
posted a picture of my great grandmother and great grandfather,
Really?
and they talked about this was their diamond anniversary. It says here, Antlers couple celebrates their diamond anniversary.
Okay.
Do we know what diamond is?
Diamond isn't that 50?
No, that's gold, right?
Let me find out here.
The golden anniversary
Oh,
is that. Yeah, I wonder if it's like 60.
60.
Yeah, okay.
60.
60 years of marriage.
That's cool.
Isn't that craziness?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. 50 is gold, 55 is emerald, 60 is diamond, 65 is blue sapphire. I didn't even know that existed.
Right.
Okay, so that was the 60th. Cool. And
60 years of wedded bliss there.
And you said it was your great grandparents?
Yes, my great grandparents.
Great grandparents. That's
Yes,
cool.
Mr. and Mrs. Octave J. Linley, which my little brother is named after.
Yeah, that's
My
cool.
great grandfather. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
It says here, my great grandmother Minta Lindley lived to be 103. Her sister Molly Lindley,
Yeah.
well, I guess she was originally Lindley, or Molly. Her sister Molly was 111 when she passed away.
Are you serious?
I may live to be 100 after all.
You might.
If I keep living this clean life.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Big shout out to Bow City. Sorry, I know that's a typo. I want to give a big shout out to Bow City Savages, 7th and 8th grade, the silver bracket champions. They lost their first 3, then went on a 5-game win streak, got 2 revenge wins from 2 previous losses, and only got 1 technical foul, and that was on Todd. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know who that was on. No, he did say he only got 1 tech. So Todd only got 1 tech. Shout out to Todd. That's huge for him. I think
Okay.
he averages like 3 techs a tournament.
Okay.
No, he said only 1 Mad Mama. So that's even better.
Okay.
So yeah, 3 wonderful nights in the lower 48. He says here them kids stepped up after almost being ejected, didn't lose again. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
7th, 8th grade, they're the Bow City Savages basketball.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I got to watch the game winner. They made a game-winning shot on an inbound
Ooh,
play,
cool.
drawn up by my boy Todd McGinn.
Really?
So big shout. And I heard somebody in the background of that video. Somebody in the background said, "Watch this is going to happen just how I drew it up." And it did. It looked like it
Yeah.
did. Looked like it went down right. So
That's good.
big shout out
That's
again.
awesome.
Bow City Savages, 7th and 8th grade team, the winner of the champions of the silver bracket, 7th and 8th grade.
Where does that Bow City Savages, is that,
Here in Brookable.
I mean,
Bow-
so it's
Bow
just Bow City?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's good.
There's multiple teams in this like summer
And
league
so
group.
they just, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I know Todd. He volunteers his time and money
I know,
every summer for these kids.
Last year, not last season, but last year, he was one of my friend's daughters coaches the little girls.
Mhm.
And it always cracks me up to see these men coaching these girls, because you've got, like, you know, all these little girls with all these emotions, and then you've got these men who you see as very serious,
Right.
you know what I mean? And then they're just taking care of these girls. It's just, it's the cutest thing. But he was their coach. He did a good job too.
Nice.
Yeah, he did a real good job.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah, it's crazy to know Todd, how I know Todd, and then to see how good he is with these kids. Love the man to death. No, he is really good with them kids, though.
good. Yeah, I believe that. They like him.
I mean, he's got to mess up himself, so I guess that works out.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, they like him too.
Yes.
Yeah, one of his daughters is friends with some of my girls, and she's a real sweetheart.
Gotcha.
Very respectful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right
very
on.
respectful young lady.
Right on.
So he's doing something right.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. All right.
Todd, I want my $20.
Yeah, exactly. Michael said Warheads were the extreme version. Radical, man.
Yeah, they were. They did have an extreme version.
Oh, okay. Not worthy. They had the extreme version. I forgot about that.
They did.
Dang. What about all that?
They did. Extreme sour. They sure did.
I don't know about all that.
Ugh. No
I mean,
way.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed a good sour something occasionally,
Right.
but I didn't do that regular.
Right.
I wasn't a sour consumer.
But yeah, me neither. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I liked. There was
Morning Lakin.
sour cherry candies or something, and I liked those.
Did you?
Yeah, those were.
Morning Becca. Morning Tiffany.
Morning, James.
Morning James and Mikhail. Mikhail Pulnatov. Hey, isn't it bad when
What?
isn't it bad when now we're looking back at Mikhail Gorbachev? That was his name, right? One of the previous
Yeah.
Russia leaders or whatever, and thinking, man, he was a good one.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's awful.
Oh my goodness.
He was horrible, and now
Yeah, they
he's
all
the
are.
best.
Apparently. Apparently.
Apparently.
All right, we got to do this. Let me just jump right on into it because it's time.
You're kidding me.
Hello,
Hi.
McFly.
Okay.
Did I push the wrong button?
I don't think so. I
Did
mean,
it die? For good?
Is it? No. Nope. It ain't dead. It's still bouncing there whenever I talk, so it's not dead.
No, we can hear us. I can't hear that computer.
That's
That's not good. Let me try this. Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Not a dang thing, man.
Oh no. No, come on. Come on, you guys are gonna hate us. I'm gonna have to bring my guitar and my fiddle in here and start playing some music for y'all. Oh wait, something
Did you hear
happened.
something?
Yeah, I clicked.
But nothing. Nothing on the computer in the back, or on the, yeah.
Is there anything else below
Nothing's
that
playing
that we
now.
could try below that? Like play something different?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's just that file.
No, I don't.
No?
It says queuing. Oh, maybe we
it
have an
needs to
issue.
be rebooted.
Yes!
Oh, it just needs to be reviewed.
Oh my goodness. All right, Facebook Live listeners out there, good morning, Marianne. Woo, man, we just thought the board went out permanently on,
Yeah,
on a
well,
bad spot.
That's
But
what
apparently my computer's messing up. I can
Yeah,
handle
it just
computer
needs to be rebooted.
malfunctions.
There we go.
Woo!
Okay.
Thank goodness. All right.
Did you see the panic in our faces? Not good.
Not at all. That's live radio, folks.
Oh my
It's just the way it
gosh.
works. All right.
Okay.
But
All right,
we don't
so-
have the sounder right in this moment.
It's okay.
It'll probably kick on and throw on the ABC News or something. But I'll kill it once it does that. But let's get into your prepping ain't easy.
Yes, what I wanted to talk about this morning is
Uh-oh.
Miranda Lambert. Was she wrong or was she wrong? No, was she wrong or was she right?
All right, how do you feel? Without giving us the story, which way do you think?
I don't know.
Wrong or right? Okay.
I'm undecided because I get it.
I've taken a
But then
side on
again,
this.
but then again, like don't do that. So this is what happened. I
Okay.
give the story now.
Give me the
or you
story.
want to give your side first?
No, I'm going to get the story.
Am I loud?
No, you good.
Oh.
No, I want to get the story first. For
Okay.
sure, for sure.
All right, so this is what happened. Miranda Lambert was in concert. It was Las Vegas, I believe. She was singing one of her songs, and she stopped singing the song, and called out these women who were taking a selfie.
Yeah.
She told them that, she was playing what her words were was some damn country music, or some country damn music.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
her words. And that they needed to put their phones down, stop trying to take selfies, and pay attention.
Right.
So that's what happened.
She stopped the
basically.
concert and
Yes.
scorned some women for taking selfies with it. And go ahead, sorry.
No, from the article that I've read a couple of articles, but the one I read this morning, they said that they had not been able to get a good group photo,
Right.
and all they wanted was a selfie with her in the background, and they were close to the stage.
Yeah, and it wasn't even technically a selfie. There was somebody taking a photo of the group.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it
Yes.
was just a picture.
Yeah.
They were taking a photo of the group with Miranda Lambert right behind them.
Yes, and they
Which
had
seems-
said that before the show, the lighting was terrible. But when she come out, it got brighter. So they wanted that picture.
Gotcha.
And these women were ages 30 to 60. And they were they were there. They were super excited. They
Nice.
loved Miranda Lambert. So what do you think? Yay.
All right, sorry, I got the music on.
That's good.
All right, here's what I think. I did some deep diving on this.
You did?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. I both checked out social media as well as articles.
Okay.
So the ladies in question were VIP.
That's right, they were.
They were in a bottle service VIP section, okay,
Okay.
which was right by the stage.
Okay.
They were having a photo taken of the group singing.
Mm-hmm.
And Miranda then stops the piano player, looks at the group, and says, "Hey, these girls here are trying to take selfies while I'm trying to sing a song." You know what I mean? So I thought about it, and I looked at, and I thought, what if in both situations, I'm gonna put myself in both situations, okay?
Okay.
Number one, I think I would rather be singing and looking at the photo. You know what I mean? Or even if something's bothering me about what they're doing, maybe they're making a commotion, maybe I stop it and say, "All right, let's take that selfie real quick so I can get back to my song." You know what I mean? I don't think I'd scorn them for taking a photo, because these ladies have paid thousands of dollars to see you. Okay? It's not like they're drunk and causing a ruckus, beating people up, bullying,
Right.
whatever.
Right. They were not.
They're
it was
literally
not
taking
problem.
a photo of the experience.
Yes. Yep.
I think Miranda Lambert will have to do some cleanup on this one. I think she's going to have to make an issue something, because Twitter and the comments are going crazy against her right now about that.
That's what I saw. Mostly everything was against her.
Yep.
And there were even some people who walked out.
Yes.
Now, in that group of ladies, there was 2 of them that walked out.
Yep.
They were furious.
I mean,
And
you spent
there
thousands
were
of dollars and
other
then
people-
called out just for taking a photo?
Yeah, there were other people who walked out because it made them angry, and they had nothing to do with that group at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So, I get it. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of, it's just, I don't know. It's almost like belittling your fans, or,
Yeah.
where's the appreciation? Because I didn't have to pay $1,000 to come see you.
Exactly.
I like you.
Exactly.
I love your music.
Right.
And people love Miranda Lambert. I've seen a lot of comments that were like, "Well, no wonder Blake Shelton's a fourth string."
Oh!
I thought that was pretty funny, but you cannot. I just, for taking a picture.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Could you imagine at Ouachita, whoever, Joe Diffie, rest his soul, he's up there on stage, because I remember inviting Joe Diffie on stage one time. He's up there on stage singing, and all of a sudden he stops what he's doing, calls out somebody in the front row loving his music, saying, "Quit trying to take a selfie, I'm trying to sing here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, to me, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
And that maybe she's got some issues that she needs to work through. Maybe she needs to unpack some stuff.
Taylor Swift has called out fans. They were belligerent.
Exactly. There was another guy, Chris Stapleton.
Yes.
He did that as well.
And so is Morgan Wallen.
Yep.
And, you know, some of the things that the guys said were not very nice. But those men shouldn't have been acting like that.
Especially after that trampling death at that Travis Scott concert.
Yeah.
Right after that, people stopped concerts all over the country saying, y'all need to chill out or I'm kicking you out.
Yeah.
And that makes
Absolutely.
sense. You know,
Absolutely.
I would, if I'm putting on a concert, I don't want a death there.
Yeah, no, me neither. And I just think that's terrible. It's definitely nothing to lose your fans over.
Yeah,
Because
Justice Denied would never do that.
They would never. I know they wouldn't.
My good
Micah
friend
might throw
Micah.
a bottle at you.
Yeah. now
Stop it.
now you put a cell phone upside his dome, he gonna come out in the crowd. I'm
Yes,
just saying.
that's right.
I love it. Hey, Micah, didn't you guys just recently play like a huge venue, or at least I just recently saw it on social media. I don't get to see a lot of social media often. But I'm pretty sure he opened up for a big artist recently.
They have been doing it. They have been doing it. And I'm
so happy for him. He's been working hard for a long time.
I haven't got the chance to see them live, but he tagged us in one
Yes.
of their live videos.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
That's cool.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
did. It was great. We need some coffee.
I need some coffee. I
We
keep
need a
grabbing it.
coffee
It's empty.
person.
Yeah, I know, right? He'll be here. He'll be here at 8:30. We got a new coffee guy.
Yeah, we need.
We're not going to debut him. He's going to be the kid on the couch for a little while.
Yeah.
He's a new intern. We had him contact the radio station looking to learn about the radio business
Well,
before school gets back in. So we got a few weeks to teach him a few things.
you're in trouble about that too.
Uh-oh, what to do?
Yeah. I told Nala this morning.
Yeah.
She said, "What?" And I said, "What?" She's like, "There's a new guy." Or actually, I said kid.
Uh-oh.
And she said, "There's a new kid?"
Oh, she felt like she had been replaced as like the kid of the radio
yeah,
station.
and she said, "You tell Jay he can't have my desk."
I love it. No,
it was
Nala.
the cutest thing. She's
No
like,
worries,
"You
Nala.
tell him he can't have my desk."
He will not take over your desk, Nala. Zero worries there, I promise. Your desk is your desk.
It was too funny because she jerks her head around so fast when I said something about it. She's like, "Oh, what?"
I love it. I love it.
Anyway, yeah, it was cute.
Hey, she'll be an intern in a couple years for
She
sure.
will be.
Guaranteed.
Telling you, you already know she wants to talk.
Speaking of, Jackson was supposed to be here at 7 a.m. Where'd that
He
boy at?
was? Where is he?
Well, we went back and forth on start date for him, so maybe he thought it was Monday, but I think I told him he'd go ahead and be here about 7 a.m. this morning.
I'm gonna call him.
Yeah,
This is the
we should-
operations manager at
We'll
KKVI.
call him on radio. We'll call him on the show. All right,
I think we should.
we'll talk more about our new intern coming up. But first, we're not going to debut him for a couple of days. He won't be on the show for at least a week.
Yeah, we gotta,
We got
let
to break him in,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to learn like how to answer the phones and stuff first. Although we went through that yesterday, the man's a young genius, I think.
He is.
He may be
he said, hello, this is first and last name.
Yeah.
You know, I
and
was
then,
like,
yeah.
dang.
All I
That's
told him
why
was
I looked
the-
at him like, girl, you gonna put me out of a job. But then I remembered I answered the phone
Yeah,
very well.
you answer the phone good. No, you be doing that well. No, but so all I did was give him the name of the company, and he answered the phone properly.
Yeah, I thought
And he knew
that's-
how many rings to let it ring too.
Yeah,
Max.
I was impressed.
Yeah, I was very impressed.
Yeah, it's great.
Smart young man for
Yeah.
sure. We got to get into your lowdown.
iPhone sales.
Uh-oh.
They've skyrocketed. And another cylinder has washed up on a beach. We'll talk about that on my lowdown up next.
We've all
All right, Facebook Live. We'll be right back.
that there is strength in numbers. But for the Choctaw Nation, there's also tremendous strength in every individual who helps make us one of America's mightiest tribes. We honor and celebrate people from across the Choctaw Nation who contribute to their communities in a multitude of ways. They are the Choctaw Proud, and together, we're more. Hear their stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
Insulation Solutions services Southeast Oklahoma, Southwest Arkansas, and Northeast Texas, handling residential, commercial, and agricultural insulation, spray, blown, staple, or paint insulation solutions as you focus open cell, closed cell, and fiberglass offerings available with free estimates. Insulation Solutions provides services on new builds and remodels of any size. Follow them on Facebook at Insulation Solutions LLC. Call Installation Solutions today. 580-579-4808. That's 579-4808.
Keep up to date with the latest on social media. Follow Best Country 106 and Q102 on Facebook and Instagram. Simply follow KKBI FM and Q102 FM. Never miss a moment of Jay and Laney J live streaming weekdays 7:10 to 9:30 a.m. Hit C first in the notifications and become a Best Country bestie. Laughs by the minute, games every hour, and weekly giveaways are just some of the reasons to follow the Southeast Oklahoma radio crew. Online at seokradio.com.
That's right. It's time now for Laney J's Lowdown.
Indeed, it is. We've talked about one of these before, all right? The holy grail of iPhones.
Ah.
Okay. This 2007 iPhone.
Original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still in the box.
Oh.
Unopened.
What?
Sold for, we're just going to say $190,000. And it's $190,372.
What?
Yeah. I don't understand. It's a 4 gigabyte version of the cell phone. It was launched by Steve Jobs in June of 2007.
They didn't sell a whole lot of those, did they?
No.
Yeah.
They discontinued it a few months later
Yeah.
because they were poor sales.
Because it was a 4 gig.
Yeah.
And the
okay.
8 gig, everybody loved it.
Right. But boy, now we got, like 264 or whatever.
Yeah,
It's great.
Terabyte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the phone was expected to sell for like 50 to 100,000. I want to know who bought it. Who? I mean,
Who blowing 200 grand on an old phone that don't even work no more?
right. And I would also like to know how much the original price of the phone was. I don't have that here, but this was auctioned off for $190,000. What kind of auction was this? I was wondering too. Was this a charity auction? Who would pay $190,000 for an unopened iPhone that didn't sell that well to begin with?
Maybe a collector. I mean, I guess as collectors would be the only, maybe somebody who really loves Apple memorabilia.
Maybe so, but okay. All right, so I was wrong.
What?
The original sale price was $599.
$599.
Yes, of the phone.
You remember how ridiculous that was when we first saw that $600
Yeah.
for a cell phone?
Yeah, and now they're.
Because we were used to getting 3 for free if you signed up.
Oh right.
Yeah. Oh, I got 3 razors for free. Don't know what I'm going to do with the other 2.
Right. Yeah, that's
I
right.
got 3
That's
razors
right.
for free.
Yeah. Well, it's just crazy. It's
That's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
So officials in Australia are trying to identify a cylinder that washed up on a beach there. Now, there was a cylinder object that washed up on a Florida beach when you were gone.
Really?
Yeah. And we did talk about that, and that's what they thought was that it was a missile launcher.
Ooh.
An old one.
Old missiles.
Yeah, and so that's what they're saying now, that it could possibly, that it doesn't pose a danger to the public.
Okay.
And they're obviously maintaining security of the object until it's removed, and people are told to stay away from that particular area of the beach.
Stay away!
But they're just working with authorities trying to identify the object, and they're thinking it could be from a foreign space launch vehicle.
Oh, okay. It's like
So,
a rocket. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what the one was that washed up on the beach in Florida, that the naval, they took it, and,
Yeah.
they were examining it and said it was fine, but I guess probably they have to make sure that there's no radiation or chemicals or anything like that in it.
Yeah.
But why are
Radioactive material.
Why are they washing up now?
All of those guys that found that will turn into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pretty soon.
Give me pizza. Anyway, that's it for my lowdown today.
All right.
iPhones
all right.
and strange objects.
Strangeness.
Yeah, it's not good.
The strangeness. Okay, so yesterday
Uh-oh.
we talked about what's his face. Sorry for forgetting your name. Derek Davis.
Derek, okay?
At the construction site down the street.
Yes.
So I'm walking by, feeling good, knowing Derek Davis probably heard us talking about it. I get there and they ain't even there.
What?
Yeah, they done, I guess. Or they took the day off, one of the two. Derek, if you were supposed to be there, sorry, I'm tattling on you.
Yep. You should have been there, and the man
But,
called in sick.
Yeah, exactly. But then, So then, but the other construction group was there at the other house because there's two houses, not side by side, but one house different.
Okay.
Right there, both. Okay, so I'm walking, and I look over. Literally the same thing happens. The guy kind of eyeballs me from the other group, right? I'm like, all right. So I'm walking back with my mail in my hand because I'm
Yeah.
going to the post office, and he's like, "Is that you, Jay?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's like, "You on the radio, ain't you?" I said, "Yes, sir." He's like, I recognize that face. I'm watching that Facebook Live every once in a while. I was like, "Cool, man, appreciate it." It's like, so I started talking to him. Now, I'm horrible with names, and I didn't immediately text you with the name like I did the other time. So it was either Eduardo, Ronaldo, or Adolfo. I'm sorry, it ended in O. That's all I remember. So if you are Ed Ronaldo Adolfo, then I apologize that I messed up your name, but I do remember chatting with you.
Yes.
And
Well,
so he
he's
listens-
terrible, but he doesn't even know my name.
I
half
think
the time.
it was Eduardo.
Well, that's awesome, though.
But either be that as it may, shout out to him down the street doing some construction,
Awesome.
and he
Awesome.
listens and watches. So that's 2 construction crews. So here's my thing: if you're listening right now and you're a construction crew, or
Yeah.
you're a part of construction crew that watches or listens to the show early on the construction site, message us on our Facebook Live.
Yeah.
We're gonna put y'all I want to put y'all in a special giveaway.
Hey, cool.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
do it. That's awesome.
So message us on Facebook Live, facebook.com/KKBIFM. Comment there. Hey, I'm so's and so's with such and such construction, and I listen every morning.
Yeah, we want to know. I think that's a great idea.
Or if your friend or family member works for construction and you know they listen every morning,
Yes.
tag them.
Yeah.
We want to know who's listening at the construction site.
Yeah, and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And we like to know who's listening. It's great.
And I believe in my construction folks around here. You know,
Me
not a
too.
single time as I'm walking by looking as sexy as I do they catcall me.
Oh,
See, we have good, respectful construction workers around here. Not a single
I'm
time.
sorry, y'all.
Not a single time have I been catcalled. Not
Oh,
once.
my goodness.
Not whistled. Not nothing.
There's
I
going to be
appreciate
some
that.
woman call up here later and saying, "Hey,
I
that's
have.
not calling me." Like,
Actually, it was me. Sorry.
yeah, no, it was us.
There's always a couple of ladies on the corner. As I turn the corner to go to the post office right in front of the library, they sit there. It's a woman and a young a toddler.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit older than a toddler.
Yeah,
And they always wave. So I always say, "Good morning, ladies."
good.
And they always wave.
You should be friendly.
I am. I say hi to every single person I see walking down the street. Usually, now if they're in like, and they're focused on where they're headed, I'm not going to bother them, you know.
No, I get it. I wouldn't want to either, you know.
I accidentally said hello to one of our normals. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call them our normals, where
Yeah.
they walk her downtown, and they often have negative things to say.
Yes.
But I didn't look first. I just said good morning, and they smiled and said good morning back to me.
Which is a huge surprise.
Yes, because of the way they normally scream out obscenities.
And
walking down the
but
street.
I think that was great.
That's
for
awesome.
Her,
Yeah.
to be so friendly.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Whoa.
So maybe I turned the page on that one. He walks that just about that same path every morning.
He does.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy said she'd whistle at you.
All right, Christy, thank you. Give my make my ego a little better. Appreciate that. Made me LOL. Literally made me LOL. I like that. What's up?
Robert Bowman, they listen at Quality Rock. Everyone.
Robert, Quality Rock.
Yep.
Every day's a good morning. I like that.
I can't think what his nickname is.
Uh-oh. She got you a nickname, Robert.
No, not me. I didn't give it to him.
Oh.
So I don't remember his nickname. I don't
All right.
remember. You know, they all got nicknames,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what it is.
You know what? We're gonna prove Quality Rock how much people listen to the show. I want my listeners to call up this morning. What time y'all open this morning, Robert? And say, how quality is your rock? Really? Just like that. How quality is your rock at Quality Rock?
The lady in the office is gonna be like, "Quick, call him."
Yeah. Dude, yesterday, Michael Moncada,
Yeah.
he said that he stayed in a Super 7.5. He's like, there was nothing 8 about it.
Oh,
It
that
didn't
is
stack up.
hilarious.
He's like,
He was
man,
such a nice
he was
guy.
hilarious too off the air. He was fun.
He said a super 7.5.
He's like, man, last night I stayed in a super 7.5. He said he was going to stay at one local hotel Sunday night because he was on the show Monday morning. But when he got there, he was like, nah, I'm going to go stay at this one. I was like, I can guess 2 right off the top of my head which one that was.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't blame him.
Big shout out to Michael Moncada. I said it wrong. I said Moncada. It's Moncada. And
I was
Whiskey
right,
High.
for the
She was
record.
right. And Whiskey High. Again, he signed this for us, but he was on the show yesterday. Go listen to the live from yesterday. He was a great artist.
He was really good.
Yeah.
And you know what? He was so...
He was very humble, very nice.
That's the word, humble. He was so kind.
Agreed. Mr. Gag's Apothecary has
Yes.
closed their Jumper Shopping Center location,
Yes.
but only temporarily.
Only temporary. They're going to be opening up soon.
Yeah. Ooh.
Very soon.
Possibly this week even.
Yes.
So their new location will be 301 Central in Idabel. That's the old Central Texaco location.
Yes. They'll
Do
be
they
open
still
and
have
ready.
Texacos around?
I've seen a few.
Okay.
Very few.
But now the old Central Texaco location will be Mr. Gag's McCurtain Apothecary Shop.
Yes.
Coming soon to a old Central Texaco location to you.
That's right. They will be open soon, you guys. Be patient with them. They appreciate y'all so much. Their customers, they appreciate you. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know, and just to make them feel good, because they're like still watching the old shop, just go up and pull on the door a little bit and be like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna be open right there.
Then throw a fit.
Yeah, no, don't throw a
No,
fit.
just
say,
kidding.
just say, I'll be back when you're open.
That's right.
It's
They'll
Mr.
be
Gag's
there.
McCurtain Apothecary Shop.
Yes.
Guess what's next?
What's that?
The impossible question. We'll be right back. Facebook, look.
Announcer guy, that's your cue. Try the $2.99 strawberry.
Medical diagnostics. They offer a wide range of protocols to meet your needs, including 3D and 4D ultrasound scans and X-ray. Virgin Imaging is open Monday through Thursday and closed for lunch from 12 to 1. Call 833-581-7433 for more information, or stop by their office conveniently located at 508 East Wilson Street, Suite B in Dallas. Walk-ins are always welcome. Virgin Imaging, where your health and peace of mind matter.
Winners of the impossible question brought to you by Nova must collect their winnings within 30 days at KKBI Studios, 108 North Broadway, downtown Broken Bow. Gift certificates obtained will expire 30 days from date issued. To win, be the first caller at 580-584-3388 or 584-3372 with the correct answer. One prize winner per household per month, please. It's the impossible question brought to you by Nova, weekdays 7:45 a.m. on Jay and Laney J Live. Best Country 106.
You missed it.
I'm
All right.
excited about this impossible question.
You think so? You think it's
Yeah.
gonna be a good one?
Yeah.
Maybe too easy.
Yeah.
Maybe too easy. All right. Give us a call if you want to play. 580-584-3388, 584-3372. The impossible question brought to you by Nova.
All right. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right. According to a government statement released in the early 20th century, men and women are equal when it comes to this. But it's not true. Statistics say women do this more often than men. What is it?
Interesting. Okay. It's a specific answer, too. It's not generic. It's not broad.
Okay.
It's not
Alright.
broad about broads. Dooch. See what I did there?
Yeah, we saw.
So, did we get a call from a certain rock shop telling us to cease and desist?
He said people need to call y'all
Call y'all.
and say, how quality is your rock?
Ooh.
I said, you're going to be driving the woman in the office crazy. And he said, no, it'll be the scale house.
I love it. So,
yeah.
call the scale house. How
That's
quality
right. Yeah.
is your rock?
That's
Quality
right.
rock. All right, let's do this.
Here's your question again. According to a government statement released in the early 20th century, men and women are equal when it comes to this. But it's not true. Statistics say women do this more often than men. What is it?
James Bray with possibly the greatest answer you could give that's wrong.
I thought that too. I thought that's a good answer.
That is a really good answer. That is a really good answer.
Surprised me coming from James.
I don't know when that happened, when the legislation made that available for both, but
Right.
yeah, that's a great answer. Let's go to the phone lines.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Take a leak,
Take a leak.
go see.
Oh, women pee more than men. Okay, great
Okay,
answer.
I
All
get
right.
that.
The-
Okay.
I don't know why the government would announce that, but okay. All right, Dan. No, well, can you save his life? He hung up. Never mind.
He's probably mad at us now.
I mean, I would be mad too if I gave that answer on. No, if I actually gave that answer in public, I'd be
I
mad
know, but
too.
dudes probably like, man, women pee a lot
They
more
do.
than men.
Now, if you would have said use more toilet paper than men, that's a given.
Yeah. That's crazy.
If you don't want to have to go, if you don't have to spend all your money at work on toilet paper, hire men. All right. She's like, no, that wasn't funny. Hold up.
Yeah, wait a minute, that wasn't funny.
All right. A bunch of great answers coming in
Don't
on
make
Facebook
me
Live.
go there.
I know,
Here's the
right?
question again.
Okay.
According to a government statement released in the early 20th century, men and women are equal when it comes to this. But it's not true. Statistics say women do this more often than men. What is it?
580-584-3388. Charlotte says, good morning, my radio homies. Good morning,
There
Charlotte.
are some really good answers on
Yeah, I'm
Facebook
telling
Live.
you. Boom, 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 boom,
But
boom, boom, boom,
some
boom,
of them
boom.
don't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like saying rotisserie chicken.
Seaweed. No, it's not
Yeah,
seaweed.
no.
Not today,
No.
Michael.
Not ever.
McCoyle. One day I'm going to have the answer be
I was
seaweed
gonna
just for
say,
him.
I hope that you have a
And
question.
that day he won't be watching. He'll be out of town or something.
And he's going to be super mad.
Mm-hmm.
James has the correct answer.
It's funny though. It's funny how people. What?
Women work harder.
Or is it
Let me-
Tim Freeman that always says seaweed?
Let me go in. No, it's Michael, but
okay.
Tim says
stealing
it too.
Tim's stealing his answers over
yeah,
here.
stealing his thunder.
So at the other show I used to do, I did a question. We called it Super Trivia,
Yeah.
and a guy always answered volunteering. Every show he'd answer volunteering. So one day I made the answer volunteering.
And
He didn't call in that day.
I bet he was mad.
He was.
Super mad.
We clowned him.
Oh, I would have clowned him too.
Facebook Live's answering all over the place. No calls coming in today.
I know. What is wrong with y'all? This is not that hard.
It's not really. Ultimately, you'll be like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
Give me that question one more time, and I'll try to narrow it down for you.
According to a government statement released in the early 20th century, men and women are equal when it comes to this. But it's not true. Statistics say women do this more often than men. What is it?
Okay, so go ahead and change early 20th century to the mid 1920s,
Okay.
because that may be throwing some people off. Some people don't realize the 20th century was the 1900s.
Okay.
So
According to a government statement released in the mid-1920s, men and women are equal when it comes to this. But it's not true. Statistics say women do this more often than men. What is it?
all right, here's some answers that have come in on Facebook Live that are not correct.
What is your problem, James Bray?
James Bray said vote. That's a
He's picking.
great answer.
It is a
He's
good
picking at
answer.
you.
He said women show off more than men.
Actually, in this case, it's opposite of that.
You
I'll
about
tell
to
you
see
why.
me show out. You keep being smarty pants. Good morning. What's your answer?
Have a higher education.
Oh, great answer. It's not have a overall higher education, but that's a good answer. Laney J, can you save her life?
Doing the laundry.
It's not doing the laundry. It's not raising children, Christine. But that's a great answer.
Yeah.
I like that one too. It's none of those. None of those were even close.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Providing for the family.
Ooh, that's a great answer.
Ooh,
It's not
that is a
providing
good
for the
answer.
family. It's not brushing their teeth, Doris. Can you save her life, Laney J?
What about being a soldier, being in the military?
Great answer. Not it. It doesn't have anything to do with serving in the military, but that is a
Okay.
good answer.
Okay.
All right.
According to a government statement released in the mid-1920s, men and women are equal when it comes to this, but it's not true. Statistics say women do this more often than men. What is it? Now we're talking mid-1920s, people.
Yeah. So let's say this. The overall consensus prior to this was that men were better, men were better at this than women overall. Then this government released a statement, actually that's not true, both are equal at this. But if you look at statistics, women do this more often than men, even to this date. Did I confuse you more?
No, I'm always confused, but I just, I feel like the answer's right there for one of us. Oh no. I feel like it's right there. I don't know. I want to say like having a job, but this is mid-1920s when this statement was released.
Right.
So women weren't working as much, like we do now.
But it would make sense then that the government would make a statement that women can work as much as men.
Yeah, it's true.
So that wouldn't be a horrible answer.
No, you're right. You're right.
Let's see what some more answers are after this call.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Do they live longer?
Oh, good answer.
That is a great answer.
That is a great answer, and the result of this could cause a shorter life, so not entirely wrong, but not what we're looking for, live longer. Laney J, can you save her life?
Exercising.
It's not exercising.
Okay.
James says show off. It's not showing off, and well, let's see, there was another one I wanted to say.
Yeah, it was a
Work
ridiculous
harder.
answer.
Work harder. It's not work harder.
Good morning. What's your answer?
It's not driving more or less, but that is now the closest answer we've had so far.
No, I can't save his life.
She can't save your life.
I can't even think of nothing. Good morning. What's your answer?
Have better health care.
Ah, great answer. It doesn't have anything to do with health care.
Riding a horse.
It's not riding a horse. It's not socializing, Christine. Great answers coming in. It's not joining the armed service. It's not going out to the bar. Let's see here. It's not being a survivalist. It's not cooking. It's not getting into a fight at that bar, James. It's not better health overall. It's not farming, Doris.
That's what I was going to say. That's a good answer.
It's not having an open mind. Let's go to this line.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Have more accidents.
It's not have more accidents, but now that is the closest answer. Change the word have. No, she doesn't have it for you.
No,
she failed you.
I don't know what
So
you can
close it
change
hurts.
that to.
So close it hurts. Not have more accidents.
Oh!
Yeah. Laney J may be saving somebody's life coming up next. 580-584-3388. We got 30 seconds to call.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Cause.
It's cause more accidents. That is correct. Who do we have on the phone? Charlie Warren.
Thank you, Charlie.
Who, by the way, is it okay if I tell where I got that one joke from the other day? Yeah, Charlie gave me that joke I read to you the other day.
Oh, that was funny, though.
Yes. Oh, it was.
It was, yeah.
Absolutely.
It was funny.
All right, Charlie, what are we hooking Charlie up with this
He
morning?
gets 2 for 2 from the meltdown.
You.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
you.
You have a great day, brother. Bye-bye.
I
My
feel
neighbor.
weird calling him Charlie.
I know,
It's
Mr. Warren. Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, the one that said, "Do you know what one casket said to the other casket? Was that you coughing?" Hilarious.
Tim Freeman said cocaine.
It's not cocaine, Tim.
Cocaine.
I don't know if men do more. Anyway, I got some facts for you. I got short time, not much time.
Let's get
The
some
National
facts.
Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports that men cause an average of 6.1 million accidents annually compared to the 4.4 million caused by women. You're like, wait a minute, you said women cause more accidents than men. Yeah, but men do 64% of all driving, but only cause 58% of all accidents. That means women do cause more accidents per capita than men, and I've got what a clean car says about a person up next. We'll be back, Facebook Live! Yes, it's cause accidents, Tim. Women are a danger on the road, in other words. We'll be back.
Dangerous and deadly weather across the country. On the East Coast, authorities are still searching for two young children believed to have been swept away by floodwaters over the weekend. And in the West and South, historic heat. One city expected to see a
That was fun, guys.
110 degrees plus temperatures today.
Here in Phoenix, they're not only breaking record highs, but also breaking record lows, where temperatures haven't dipped below 90 degrees overnight in 9 days, which is why fire trucks, when they respond to emergencies, are equipped with cold packs. You've got bottled water, and you've got liquid IVs on ice, not only for the victims they're responding to, but also for the firefighters themselves.
ABC's Mola Laney. Canadian wildfire smoke also drifting across multiple states and into Washington, D.C., lowering air quality. In Oregon, a major change in a serial killer investigation. Authorities say the deaths of 4 women whose bodies were found in 3 months in or near Portland are linked, and a person of interest is in custody, but so far, no charges filed. Meantime, a suspect is in custody in another serial killer case on Long Island, New York. More from ABC's Jim Dolan.
Police searched the home of accused serial killer Rex Heuermann and carried out from it $250,000 worth of guns, more than 200 rifles and handguns, enough to arm a small town's police department. And the arsenal wasn't even close to the oddest thing they found, including internet traffic in torture porn.
Authorities in other areas are now looking at their case files to see if there are any connections. A procedural
Torture
hearing
porn?
today
What?
The crap?
Indictment. Lawyers on
Tim
both
said it makes
sides
sense.
work with a federal judge to decide how secret records will be shared in the case.
The scope of classified material will likely enter uncharted territory.
If anybody messages me on Facebook, can you do me a favor? I instantly think you're a bot.
You are a bot.
ABC
They
packed
need
This
electric bill
dude's
money.
probably going to be a bot. Huh?
They need electric bill money.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do it in the form of an Amazon card.
Actually hitting it? Unlikely. Good thing nature's got your back. Stem bug killers combine powerful
Exactly, Tim.
like lemongrass and geraniol, and scientifically engineer them into effective bug fighting formulas, safe for use as directed around people, pets, and throughout the home.
He's tried it.
STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get
My,
a quality
I guess there was a lot of
candidate
dew
within the first day.
overnight.
Try
So
ZipRecruiter
my
free at
rain was
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
was dripping off the roof
ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
right on the seat of my motorcycle, and I didn't notice it.
Could go up around the
So I
world.
rode
Rush
to
hour
work this morning. I got in, I'm like, my pants were wet. Like I done peed myself.
Already up more than 11% U.S. last month, and beer prices were up 5%. Another close encounter of the Russian kind for an American aircraft over Syria. ABC's Louis Martinez, the Pentagon.
In this latest escalation over Syria, a Russian fighter jet flew in front of a manned American reconnaissance aircraft, forcing the plane's crew to fly through its wake, according to a U.S. official. Unlike the previous incidents where Russian jets harassed unmanned drones, Sunday's incident was more significant because it involved an American MC-12 aircraft with 4 people aboard. No word on how close the Russian jet flew to the U.S. plane, which is a small twin turboprop that carries surveillance equipment. Louis Martinez, ABC News.
More protests in Israel over the government's push to curtail the power of the courts. Demonstrators again blocking highways and gathering outside the stock exchange in Tel Aviv. M1 ABC News.
Your tri-state area weather forecast brought to you by Pine Cellular. Coverage matters most. Heat advisory extended through Wednesday at 8 p.m. Today, sunny and hot, high near 97. Heat index values as high as 106. Tonight, clear skies with a low around 75. Then tomorrow, sunny and hot once again, 97 the high, heat index values at 107. And that's your Southeast Oklahoma radio weather. Log on to SEOKradio.com.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Michael Dean. The entire state of Oklahoma is under a heat advisory now, in effect from now until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. News 9 meteorologist Lacey Swope.
Air temp will flirt with 100. The heat index will range from 105 to 110, and that's in the dangerous categories.
And an excessive heat warning remains in effect until 8 tomorrow night for Tulsa, Okmulgee, Wagner, Muskogee, and Sallisaw counties. They say drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Here's a top 10 list that Oklahoma probably did not want to be on. A CNBC study lists Oklahoma as the second worst state in the nation to live in. Now, our neighbors to the south across the Red River, Texas, is in first place on that study. The factors leading to the ranking for the center state include bipolar weather, very high rates of drug abuse, and the second most people without health insurance. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Michael Dean.
Yeah. First was Texas.
Hey, Oklahoma. Monica Collison here with Union Mutual Insurance. For 85 years, Union Mutual has been the preferred choice for insurance in rural Oklahoma. We've been here with you through the storms, the good times and the bad, and will continue to stand with you and by you in this great state of Oklahoma. When it's time to insure your rural property, give us a call or visit us at unionmutualic.com.
You probably know Stillwater Milling has Oklahoma's trusted source of animal feed for over 130 years. You might not know Stillwater Milling's Agri Center will carry a wide variety of products to help you get the work done all around your property. Lawn and garden, pet supplies, animal health, pasture supplies, and so much more. Come see us at one of our 4 Stillwater Mills Agri Centers or visit us online at stillwatermill.com.
Your 8 o'clock news block brought to you by Horatio State Bank.
Horatio State Bank has been proudly serving customers since 1905. Personal and business checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, IRAs, a variety of loan options, online banking. There are many services that Horatio State Bank offers. Explore their website, HoratioStateBank.com, or visit with their friendly staff at one of their branches, conveniently located in Horatio, Foreman, and Ashdown. Experience the difference in banking with outstanding customer service. Horatio State Bank, member FDIC. In your local news and community events, there's a benefit dinner and auction for Linda Ward this Saturday at 4 p.m. at the Holly Creek Community Church. Dinner will begin at 4 and the auction will follow. Indian taco, dessert, and drink for $10. For information, call 580-236-0880. The Broken Bow Public Library invites everyone for their monthly book club from 4:30 to 6 p.m. this Thursday, July the 20th. The Chess Club meeting will be Thursday, July 20th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. For more local news and community events, log on to our website, SEOKradio.com, and click the local news tab. If you have an item you'd like to add, you may email it to us, kkbi1061fm@gmail.com. I'm Laney J reporting.
The air is thick and humid, 100 in the shade. It's so hot that I could burst into flames. Feeling the burn, putting sunscreen on skin. My shirt is wet and sweaty and dripping down my back. Underwear feels like I wet my pants. I am melting and sweltering and feel like I'm in an oven. Burning, boiling, and sweating every day. On the pavement I could fry an egg. The sun beats down with its rays. Burning, boiling, and sweating every day. Too hot in the morning, Too hot in the evening, my face is turning red, my body's ablaze, burning, boiling, and sweating every day.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up.
And I'm calling out, get up, get a move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, get a move on.
That's right, put your hands together. Best Country 106, it's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J.
So, what does a clean car say about you?
What does it say?
Apparently, your clean car says you're not reckless, you're not offensive, and you're not selfish, or
Okay.
you're not juvenile.
Okay.
Quote, you're a responsible adult who takes care of their possessions and enjoys a stable life. It also shows others that you'll be attentive to their needs, and you won't hesitate to make them comfortable because it's natural to you.
Okay. All
I
right.
like that. So there you go.
Very interesting.
Today is not National Clean Out Your Car Day, but maybe you should.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you should. Quit looking at me when you say that.
Now, I didn't say that.
My car's not
No, it's not. But what is the number one thing people judge when they step into your home? What is the number one thing people judge when they step into your home? What do you think?
Your dust.
Ooh, that's a good answer. I like that. It's not it.
Carpet.
Not carpet either.
It's not your floor.
No, it's not the flooring.
Ooh, I don't know. Your clutter.
Oh, good answer. It's not the clutter.
Okay.
No.
Your furniture.
No. It's not the
What are all these
furniture
stains?
specifically. Yeah, exactly. It's not the cabinets, Michael. That's a good answer though from a cabinet dude.
Michael said his car looks like a homeless shelter, and that's just funny. The number one people judge.
Yeah, what is the number one thing people judge about your home?
The temperature.
When they walk in the door. That's a great answer.
If it's hot, I'm leaving.
Also, all encompassing as the correct answer. But it's not the temperature. Temperature may affect this though, especially if it's real sweltering hot in your house.
The lighting.
It's not the lighting.
If it's the smell.
The smell!
The
That is
smell.
correct. It is the smell, yes. The number one thing people judge immediately when walking in your home, ooh, what is that smell?
I'm sorry. If it
Good
stinks.
job, Tony. He said smelt, but I think he meant smell.
I think so. If it stinks,
Yeah.
it's hot,
Yeah.
and you got bugs,
You out.
I'm done.
I ain't in
And
that.
I ain't ever coming back.
That's true. Good
yeah,
point.
I can't do it.
People were asked, what is the most embarrassing thing you've had happen on an airplane? What was the number one answer?
They had an accident in their pants.
Oh, that'd be nasty. I don't think many people do that, though.
Yeah, I was just saying, airplanes and people, and so.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
No, the answer was falling asleep on the stranger next to them. I can see how that would be kind
I
of
would
embarrassing.
probably-
Wake up, you drooling on their
I would probably do
white
that.
sports coat. White sports coat.
I would probably do that. I would. I bet. Just drool all over folks. That's a pretty vehicle,
Yeah, it is. I think our intern is here.
and they can park.
And they can park well, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to the nice looking vehicle that can park well. out there.
Yeah, she knows how to park.
That's what's up right there. 14 minutes after 8 a.m., which means we have your not trivia, sorry. We have your Inside the Industry coming up next. She's going to open the door for our feller outside this morning. But I want to talk about something first. Before we get inside the industry, my friends, there's something needs to be spoken on this morning. And it is our friend Trey Howard at Harmony Pest Solutions. That's right. You can check out their website, www.harmonypestsolutions.com, or you can give them a call today and get your service scheduled. It's 1-800-277-3064. That's 1-800-277-3064 for Harmony Pest Solutions. Now, they have a Diamond Shield Protection Plan, which means that's top line. You're not going to find, your solutions will be found for your pests with Harmony Pest Solutions and that Diamond Shield Protection Plan. This isn't some spray and bait and walk out and shoot you a charge. No. This is creating a plan specific for your needs in your place, and then implementing that plan until your solutions are found with Harmony Pest Solutions.
So, my thing is, if you've got a job,
yeah,
and you have your own home, or you live in a home, I don't care if it's yours or not.
Gotcha.
And there's
You rent it,
companies
maybe?
like Harmony Pest Solutions. You shouldn't have bugs.
That's true.
If you have bugs, you're gross.
And Laney J won't go to your house.
That's right, I will not, because one of them suckers might try to catch
Crawl
a ride
on
home.
her. Yeah.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. It's gross.
Can you believe that?
So I'm just saying.
Yeah. So
If you got a job.
Don't be a pest to your friends.
That's right.
And bring bugs to their house.
Yeah, don't.
Call Harmony Pest Solutions today. 800-277-3064. That's Trey Howard. Make sure you ask for Trey. Say, I hear Trey on the radio when he gets to call in to my favorite morning show, Jay and Laney J Live.
That's right.
In McCurtain County. And I need the pest solutions that creates harmony in my life.
That's right. And you know what? Pests are pests, and they're
Yeah.
going to come.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's
you
true.
know,
You can't stop them all.
You cannot, and that's fine. But do something about it.
Bed bugs.
Yeah, don't let them overrun your home or your life. Don't.
Ants.
Yep.
Mice.
Yep.
Which one's your least favorite of all of the pests out there?
Probably mice.
Is it mice?
I mice and roaches and spiders just.
There's a cucaracha right there. La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They're
Get
gross.
rid of your rodents. Good riddance to rodents.
It's
Harmony
just-
Pest Solutions.
They're just gross. Mice
Check-
are gross.
Yeah, they've got some pretty cool blogs about different things like termites, bed bugs, rodents, all the things.
I mean, and like I said, the thing is, you can't stop them from coming.
That's right. So stop them once they get there.
Once they get there, stop them, and then you can probably stop them from coming.
Yeah, you can spread out the barrier, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, because it's just.
It's Harmony Pest Solutions. Again, give them a call today if you have questions or if you're ready to schedule your service. Call 800-277-3064. That's 277-3064 with Harmony Pest Solutions.
I would like to say that
No.
Trey's father-in-law does a good job with trying to keep him in business.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's always throwing a spider at me. So,
Ed.
Yeah, it just,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, we didn't know this about Ed prior to the fact that we found out that Trey was a son-in-law, but Ed must be some sort of saint. Putting up with Trey. No, I'm kidding.
That's right.
No, I'm kidding.
Trey's the same.
I was going to say, Trey and Ed are pretty much similar dudes.
I'm thinking they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's probably why they get along. So.
Exactly. All right, Harmony Pest Solutions. Call them today. Because Ed said so.
That's right. Do it. I like it. Solution.
Ed Meshek went to Abednego's. No! I know. I did on purpose.
Y'all know that was funny.
That was funny.
It was funny. Funny is. It's funny.
Where's Shadrach? Bet he never got that growing up.
Oh, he had to have. He's going to get it now.
I'm not
though.
that original.
I'm going to be mean to him now.
You will call him
Yeah.
Ed Shadrach.
Yeah.
I love it.
My cousin's husband's name is Shadrach.
Like first name?
His name is, no, it's his middle name.
Yep.
Yep. He has like 4 names, but one of them is Shadrach.
If you'd like to hear a funny story about Shadrach, Meshach, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, is that the correct term?
I don't know.
You should listen to Chad on the very first hosting Hochtown
Okay.
about Abednego's.
Okay.
And you'll find out how Abednego got his name.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it has something to do with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Okay.
So there you go. And there he goes, Abednego! Sorry. Now you know. You know what it's all about. Hey, did you hear on the news?
Just now.
Yeah.
I pulled it up.
That we are the second worst state in the union to live in.
I pulled this up,
Yeah.
and there are 10. What they list in this particular list
Okay.
is the 10 worst states to live and work in for 2023. You know, Florida's on this list.
True.
Yep. Florida. Florida is on the war on woke.
Yeah. The war on woke in Florida.
The war on woke.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Woke is kind of a ridiculousness in itself.
Mhm.
But anytime you put a war on it, what happens? We get more of it. What happened when you got the war on drugs? More drugs in the
Yeah.
in the union.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What happened? We got the war on terrorists. More terrorists came over.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So what's going to happen when you get the war on woke? More woke.
Yep. Exactly.
You're inviting woke, homie.
That's right.
Just ignore it. Act like it's not there. That's what we do here in the South, the Midwest.
Well, Florida scored a D on the Life, Health, and Inclusion score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Florida, duh.
And Arkansas got a D on that as well, but
Yeah.
their strengths are child care and air quality. And it's
I can see
funny
that.
because the weaknesses for Arkansas is crime, reproductive rights, and health care. And most of every one of these that are on this list either has crime or reproductive health care.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Tennessee's on the list, Missouri's number 6, South Carolina's number 4, Louisiana's number 3, and they have a F on their life, health, and inclusion score. So,
interesting.
and weaknesses, reproductive rights, crime, and child care. So,
So it's a woke questionnaire.
That's what I think.
It's a woke questionnaire then,
yeah, and Oklahoma has an F on their health care,
of course.
and their strength is air quality.
That's it.
Weaknesses, that's it, air quality. And their weaknesses, reproductive rights, health, and voting rights.
Oh, it's because we make sure you have to. Well, you have to have some sort of identification to vote
And you should have it.
in the state of Oklahoma.
Texas, number 1 on the list. They got an F on their
Well, they
life,
do-
health, and inclusion
They
score.
do everything bigger in Texas, even the negative things.
Well, on their strength,
Yeah.
it says no metrics in the top 25.
That's hilarious. They have 0 strengths.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're
And-
just pure garbage, Texas. Actually.
And weaknesses, reproductive rights, health, voting rights, worker protection.
Texas is literally Oklahoma's runoff.
I mean, seriously.
You wish you were Oklahoma.
That's right. Well,
Hey, Michael said that's a good Eagletown kid there, that Chad Sargent.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like repping the town of Eagles.
Well, I'm glad I live in Oklahoma. My air
Me too.
quality's fine.
Me too. My son lived in Hawaii, and my brother lived in California during like some of the peak pandemic times.
Mhm.
And they both said, and I quote, Oklahoma was the best state when they handled with the way they handled that stuff.
Oh.
And that had to do with, I guess you quote unquote freedoms to do things.
Yeah.
They Oklahoma locked down a lot less than some of your more liberal states, if you will.
Yeah.
So, so in other words, if you enjoyed some of the creature comforts of being here in Oklahoma during the pandemic, be thankful.
Yep. I was glad to be here. I felt better that I didn't live in a big city. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
agree.
to face millions of people every day.
I know 2 friends that lived in a big city when the pandemic kicked off in early 2020, and by the end of 2020, they were living in small town USA again.
I can understand.
They're like, there's no way we'll go back to a big city.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing that now.
They are. And there is something to be said. I understand when you're young and you think there's nothing for me in this small community, you know,
Right.
and I get it. Go
Yeah.
out, spread your wings, enjoy your life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But, you know, most small town places are not bad areas to raise your children.
True.
And, you know, if you've got a small amount of family close to you, you're doing good.
As a child of or the product, if you will, of a big city, I definitely see the positives in raising your children in a small community.
Yeah.
I mean, and Broken Bow's not quote unquote your smallest community in the area.
Right.
As a matter of fact, it may be one of the largest communities in the area. But it has that small town feel.
Mm-hmm.
And your kids, teachers probably grew up with you or your parents. You know what I mean? So you know the people that are educating your children.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal.
It is.
Because, I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Public education can be a crapshoot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? One day, 1 hour, you could have someone who reflects your values and morals. The next hour, you could have somebody completely opposite.
Yes.
Now, that's their prerogative.
Right.
But those are things, especially in the big city, that's going to be a more prevalent issue.
Yes.
Whereas small town USA, you know who you're dealing with.
Right.
Pretty much.
I agree. I think it's good, you know, and then, you know, like with knowledge teachers, I'm like, who's their parents? You know what I mean? Who's their parents?
Yeah. Who they people?
Yeah, and you just know, you know someone. I mean, it's just nice to have those connections.
Now, Oklahoma City Public Schools has really changed a lot in the past 25 years since I've been there. But I left Oklahoma City Public Schools with one thing in mind: I would not raise my children in them.
I understand.
But
had
they have changed a lot.
friends in the, their kids were in the Tulsa public school system, and I would not.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Jinx, I was okay with, even Union, you know, but some of the smaller communities outside of Tulsa would have been okay, but not Tulsa public schools.
Yeah.
So I get that.
James says Meshach Taylor was great.
Okay.
Now you know.
And no one's had the battle.
G.I. Joe. Vin Diesel is 56 today. Did you know that?
No. Where did you go to high school in Oklahoma City?
Southeast High School,
Southeast
Oklahoma
High
City.
School. Okay. Kristen was asking.
So there was a group of schools there in the South Side OKC, Grant,
The South Side.
Southeast, and Capitol Hill.
He's from the south side of the tracks.
South Side!
He's crazy.
But yes, I'm very crazy. I'm a Neanderthal in many versions of the word. For real. Hey man, people grow up different. People grow up different.
Yeah, we do. It's funny.
I'm a
to see
Spartan. See, I got a Spartan on my shoulder.
It's funny to see the differences in the way people grow up. Just there's a huge difference between Oklahoma City and Tulsa,
Yeah.
and then here in Tulsa. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
all in the same state, but it's definitely different.
Yeah, Tulsa's always fighting for that #1 spot, but Oklahoma City won't let them have it.
No, never will.
Because especially now that they have the Thunder,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there's
for
no
sure.
way Tulsa can keep up.
No, they cannot.
All right. On that note, we have passed our time to do this. It's prep. No, it's not prep any. What are we doing? Oh, it's inside the industry.
All right, you guys. Yellowstone is set to air on CBS this fall.
What?
Now this will be the last season of the show.
Okay.
And actually, this is a split season.
Okay.
So this is actually going to be the second half of the last season.
Okay, gotcha.
So it will be on. Okay, wait, hold on. I completely misunderstood that. As usual.
I'm misunderstanding it too.
Yeah. Okay. So Deadline's reporting that Yellowstone will be broadcast on CBS this fall, following the writer strikes. That's what they say. Season 1 of the show will begin airing on Sundays at 9 p.m., taking place of the Equalizer. So what they're doing is they're showing the Yellowstone seasons again, but they're not again, but they've got them on CBS. That's what they're saying. They're going to replace the Equalizer with episodes of Yellowstone, and they'll start with season 1. That completely threw me off because the second half of the Yellowstone series of the last season starts this fall too.
On what?
So that it threw me off up on Paramount
Okay.
or Peacock.
So Paramount's going to put out the last half of the last season, but
Yes.
CBS is now going to run all of them.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
CBS will start with season 1 in the fall.
Okay.
Taking the place of the Equalizer, so maybe
I don't even know what that is. What's that?
that I don't know, but maybe that's a show where one of the writers are on strike
Makes
and they're
sense.
not able to do that.
I guess
So,
that second half of the other one's already completed.
yeah.
So that makes sense.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay, sorry about that. I got myself confused on that one. And ABC reveals they are having a Golden Bachelor.
Golden Bachelor, like
We've
old
had-
people Bachelor?
We've had the Bachelor, we've had the Bachelorette, now we've got the Golden Bachelor.
Oh, it shouldn't have been the Silver Bachelor.
He's 71 years old. He lives in Indiana. He lost his wife in 2017 after he retired. She retired. She became ill. So he lost his wife. And now he is going to be the Golden Bachelor. He said he feels like his wife would be cheering him on because she always told him she wanted him to be happy when she passed away. So that's going to be interesting. Seriously.
The Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, that's going to be.
I told you these unscripted shows are going to take over this.
You're right.
this
You said that.
fall
You're
season.
absolutely right. Yeah.
Because they don't have any scripted shows to go out there.
And this next bit of information throws me off a little bit. I think because I'm more used to knowing about music royalties. Okay.
Yeah.
But Sean Gunn, he was Kirk Gleason on the Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
Okay. And he said that Netflix streaming the Gilmore Girls has brought in massive profits for Netflix. And it's one of their most popular shows, but they don't see any of the revenue. I mean, almost none of the revenue. They get a very small amount of the revenue, the actors from the show. And I was curious about that. Like I said, I think I'm more used to knowing about the musicians and the money that they may receive from, their songs streaming as opposed to their shows streaming. So that's interesting.
Now, he said he sees almost no revenues from it. But I looked him up because I'm not super familiar with the Gilmore Girls.
Either.
And he was like a nobody in the show. So
Was
why
he?
would he? I mean, he was there. He had a presence in the show. Don't get me wrong, but said that's his face there.
Yes,
Did you
it
watch
is.
the Gilmore Girls?
I did not.
Well, he wasn't that. I mean, he just wasn't that big of a deal there. So
Maybe that's why.
I would be more interested to find out what's her name? Something Gilmore. One of
that
them.
was just not
I'd be
one of my
interested.
shows.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the main characters pull as
I am
royalties.
too,
Because he gets hardly any. Should he get any royalties?
Well, I mean, whenever there's like the top 10 actors that come up when I Google the Gilmore Girls,
Yeah.
and he's not one of them.
Exactly.
So, okay.
You're not even the top 10. You should be glad you're getting anything, in my opinion. Somehow you got a contract that gave you royalties as the episodes were being played over and over again. So great, enjoy the money. You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're not going to get millions of dollars off anything that you did.
This says that Sean Gunn and his co-workers, his co-stars, they're paid the same regardless of how many people watch the show wherever the studio places it.
They're paid the same. Whatever level of pay they get,
Yeah.
they're going to get the same amount. So
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that they are paid the same dollars. for each
Gotcha. Thank
episode.
you for clarifying
Yeah.
that for me. I wasn't sure. Wow.
So I would be interested to see. I haven't done any research. I would be interested to see one Maine Gilmore lady, what she gets in royalties versus what he gets.
Well, there was an article where Netflix was slammed by Orange is the New Black and the Gilmore Girls actors for their poor compensation.
Which,
So-
I mean, I get it. Netflix has always been very close to the vest about their numbers and how many streams they get. So I'm sure they do that so they can pay minimal dollars.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely right.
But you know what that's going to cause? A lawsuit at some point.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if that wasn't a lawsuit that happens in the next couple months.
Me too.
So anyway, there you go. That it?
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right.
That's it for the industry, okay? They
Perfect.
have made me mad this
Because
morning.
we now have your best country update next.
America, it's
We're right back, Facebook Live.
there in a new Ford vehicle, and it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
Gaswash, south of the Little River Bridge, is where you'll find an open kitchen 24/7, including breakfast every time. Yes, you heard that right. Gaswash Kitchen is open 24/7, 24 hours a day.
7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Check Facebook for their menu and daily specials. Order online at gaswatch.com or call 407-8836 and they'll have it ready for you. Gaswatch Kitchen, south of the Little River Bridge, open 24/7 for your convenience. Hosting Hochatown, Jay Lindley and Shiloh Martin bring you all that Hochatown has to offer in one. State Bank, member FDIC, Washburns Home Furnishings, and the WashitaPodcasts.com. Don't miss it weekly anywhere you listen to podcasts. Jay Lindley and Shiloh Martin hosting Hochatown.
Time now for the best country update.
Country Music Hall of Famer Jerry Bradley died at the age of 83 peacefully on Monday at his home in Tennessee. He played a role in the success of musical artists like Alabama, Dolly Parton, Ronnie Millsap. So yeah,
Dang.
he was an important guy.
Why you don't add that last one in?
Kenny Chesney?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
The most important one, maybe.
Yeah, my bad. Don't like Kenny either, though.
We know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We know. No Kenny's for you
I
either.
didn't know you were such a big fan.
No Toms and no Kenny. I love Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
Living in Fast Forward is one of the greatest songs of all time. Sorry.
That is a good song. You're right. He does have some good music, okay? But he's Kenny Chesney. Russell Dickerson set on Ride the Wave for 4 years before releasing it in June.
What?
Yeah. That is something Shay Mooney of Dan and Shay originally cut the vocals, but he just
Didn't want it.
Yeah, he didn't want it. So anyway, Russell Dickerson's got that, Ride the Wave, and that's part of Dickerson's 5-song EP, 3 Months, 2 Streets Down. Go ahead.
Y'all be surprised how often that actually happens.
I think it happens more often than we realize.
Yeah, it happens tons. People will write it. They'll even produce it and track it and everything, have it complete, and then shelf it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else will be like, man, that's an awesome song. Can I do it? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they'll put it out.
Yeah.
But who was that?
Oh, wow.
There was a couple of them that did that big time.
Yeah, you missed it.
I didn't miss it. I saw it. I like the gray chest hairs the best. That was a silverback if you've never seen one. Actually, it was a silver
that's
chest.
Hilarious.
Sorry. Yeah, we were distracted by the outside rider.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's not a midnight rider. He's an 8:30 rider.
Well, have you heard this song, Ride the Wave?
I have not.
I haven't
Yes,
either,
I
so
have.
we're going to have to hear it. All right.
Fine.
It just dropped, though, a few weeks ago.
Cool.
So. All right, Dan and Shay, though, they had the highest country air check debut since June of 2022 with Save Me the Trouble.
I wonder if us talking about it the other day
Maybe it did.
brought it
Boosted
up.
them up
Yep,
a little bit.
Probably.
It's the biggest ad day for any country single released in 2023, and it's the biggest one of Dan and Shay's career.
Damn.
It's the duo's lead single from their 5th album, Bigger Houses, which will not be out until September 15th, the album. So the song though, "Save Me the Trouble," that's out now. That's very interesting.
Boom.
For some reason, I was thinking Dan and Shay broke up,
Gotcha.
or maybe took a break or something.
Maybe.
You know, Shay's my cousin. Shay Moon.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
cousin.
I figured that was
Yeah, it's family.
from the other side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you
That's
for the
it
best country
for my
update.
best country update.
Appreciate you.
I have no Morgan Wallen news.
All right. Is there such thing as time blindness? Is this a real issue or just a great excuse for excessive tardiness? Our good friend Laney J, she suffers from time blindness. No, I'm kidding, actually. We give her a hard time for being late, but she's hardly ever late. And she lets me know when she's going to be late.
I
So
used
it's
to
not
be
like-
late a lot.
Did you? You changed your
And
ways?
because of you. Yeah.
Because I talk smack on the radio?
Well, I mean, even on, not even just on the radio, but just to me, period. Like,
Well, I
I don't
mean-
want to hear that.
Okay, so
I'm
time
proud of
blindness,
myself.
they're trying to make this an actual thing, time blindness, okay? And it's people that are just can't, for whatever reason, you have to tell them it's going to start at 7:30 and they'll be there at 8. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
been one of them people my entire life.
Well, now they're trying to make it a condition
Oh!
that you can get out of stuff on. So here's my question. Let's say you get time blindness, you know, I don't know what, concessions. Okay, so your boss says, okay, you have time blindness, which is ridiculous just to say in itself. But let's say, okay, you got time blindness. Does that mean that just because you are supposed to be here at 8, you can be here at 9? But does that mean that because we said you're going to be here at 9, you're going to be here at 9:15? You know what I'm saying? Because I think, my personal opinion, somebody that's going to be late all the time, they're going to be late no matter what time you tell them.
Right. Doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I literally think it's just a good excuse to be late all the time.
You know, sometimes I'll and it's not just work, it's anything. You know, I might take too long getting ready. I am a whole lot better than I used to be.
What?
Way better.
What really
than I used to
changed?
be. I don't know. I'm not a morning person. I never have been. When I worked day shift, I struggled getting up in the morning. And then one of my bosses at the time said, you need to go to the doctor. Something's wrong.
Okay.
You know, this is not normal. You don't wake up like a normal person. Well, I do have sleep apnea. I
Okay.
do. I don't use a sleep machine because it causes me to have nightmares. They won't turn the pressure of air that I get, you know. I've always struggled to get up. And it just, I don't know. But I don't know what changed. It could be my age. It could be that you know, there's no excuse for it. So maybe I value my time a little bit more. Maybe I value your time more, the show's time. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, like, Laney J, you're a jerk. Maybe so, you know, maybe I was a jerk.
She's only thinking about herself, guys.
You know, I mean, I'm serious, you know, maybe I was, or, I mean, I don't know. I do know that I do have sleep apnea, but I also know that, you know, you got to get up, and you can be dragging. I mean, I come in here dragging some mornings. But another thing that's good for me is I don't come into someone who's in a bad mood. You're not in a bad mood like that every morning.
Not every morning. I know she said every. She put every in there.
Because, like, I'll come in and you'll be like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, ugh. And then within a matter of minutes, I'm smiling and feeling better. I mean, and that's because of you. So, you know, maybe those people with those crappy coworkers, the coworkers that have the crappy attitudes.
Yeah.
Maybe that doesn't help them, you know?
Sometimes Laney J comes in a foul mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't participate.
No, I come in here cussing and
I'll
throwing
let her
things.
do her thing. I'll be like, how you doing this morning? Well, I'm going to let her have her moment. She'll get a coffee. She'll sit down, and then her attitudes change.
Absolutely.
Almost every time.
I'm serious, and it is because of you.
Aww, make me feel good.
It is. I mean, you know, I think back to when I worked in healthcare and I worked day shift. Man, I hated working day shift. I hated getting up. But, you know, once I got to work and got to moving around, I was usually okay. But if I had coworkers with terrible attitudes, it was hard.
I can see that.
So, like I said, Jackie's probably like, who is that? but.
Now, Jackie, you notice she walks in the door 16 minutes early. Just saying. Just saying.
You know what?
Just saying.
I'm not late. I mean, but I do push the time. Okay, I push it.
The only
But-
time she's late is when she's stopping to get us breakfast. And that's
yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah, that is acceptable.
That's acceptable.
Or
Because
not.
anytime food is replacement of minutes lost, perfectly fine by me.
So, but to say, okay, so like I have these excuses why it's hard for me to wake up.
Yeah.
But to say that time blindness is a condition,
Mhm.
that is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Actually, I think James is planning to lean into it. So you're saying I have an illness. I'm not actually late.
That's what they're saying, right?
Exactly, James. You
That-
can
it's-
just tell you work on transmissions, right, James? Just tell your guy, look, I've got time blindness. I'll be able to see just fine in about 15 more minutes. Leave me alone.
And I think most bosses are going to be like, you're going to have job blindness in a minute because you need to be on time.
Yeah.
You know, if you...
I mean, the way I see it, and you're right, I think it's aging. I think it is a level of maturity.
I think so.
Because I used to hit my snooze button probably 2 or 3 or 4 times every day. Every single day I hit the snooze button 2 or 3 or 4 times. One point I got to the point I was like, you know what? I'm wasting my time. I'm not getting good sleep after the first snooze.
Right.
I'm wasting my time, so I just stopped. Now, it helped that I was, at that point in my career, I started getting used to going to bed earlier. So I'm in bed at 8 o'clock. I'm usually asleep by 8:30.
And for me...
That's not impossible, it just seems hard for me.
It's a responsibility thing. You're like, you know what? I got to get up at 4. I need to get my sleep.
Right.
You know, and I realize that now more than ever. You know,
Gotcha.
used to you could go out to the bar and party all night, and sleep for 3 hours, and get up and go to work. You can't do that.
Right.
And even I know people now in their 20s, young people that I know, they get their sleep, and some of them are like, no, I'm getting my sleep. And that to me is a mature thing because you need to get your sleep.
Well, we do definitely recognize, I think, better than any other time in history, that sleep is just as important as water. I mean, well, not in the grand scheme. If you go a few days without water, you're gonna die. You go a few days without sleep, you're probably not gonna die, but you know you'll be pretty delirious.
Feel bad.
I'm telling you what. I mean, I guess there is a level of no sleep in you. It will kill you too. I've heard that.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, that's a building block of life. That sleep is.
It is.
Your body grows if you do any kind of strenuous exercise every day, like work or working out. Your body's only growing while you're sleeping, or quote unquote repairing while you're sleeping. So.
Yeah, and used to I'd stay up late. Didn't care. I don't care. I'm a night owl. I like being up at night. I just do. But now I'm like, no, we gotta go to bed.
And
Gotta go to bed.
there are studies that say any sleep after midnight is really not good restful sleep.
I get it.
You know what I mean? So let's say you like, well, I get 7 hours of sleep every day. I sleep from midnight to 7 a.m. Well, apparently due to, I think it's the tide or the gravity pull of the moon. I don't remember exactly what caused, but you're in a waking mode after midnight. So you're never fully falling into good deep sleep if you fall asleep after midnight. So you're not going to get a good night's sleep, even if you get 6 or 7 hours of sleep every night, if you're falling asleep at 1 o'clock and then waking up at 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. So what you need to do is get a minimum of 2 hours of good, restful, deep sleep prior to, and then you're on the wake up cycle, as
Yeah.
they say. Now again, those are not my words. I'm not a professional. I'm not a sleep studier. I read an article one time, and I cannot quote the article right now.
You know, used to, I think a lot of it just has to do with the age too, because I would always hit the snooze button several times. You know, and that's my dad. He'll tell me, just when you hear that alarm, just get up.
Yep.
But for a long time, I didn't hear the alarm. And that was from the sleep apnea because I would be so exhausted. And then just stop the breathing in your sleep so you're low on oxygen too. It's not healthy. It's not a good thing. But it just gets me to say that it's an issue. It's an issue within yourself. It's not a disease. It's not an illness. You get up or you don't.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You go to bed earlier if you can't get up.
You do. And if you require 12 hours of sleep, then you need to get it.
Exactly.
And be on time.
Get you a nap midday too.
I mean,
Get some sleep in.
and there are days if I stay up late, and I'm saying late, if I stay up till 10 or 11 o'clock
Yeah.
a few nights in a row,
Right.
I'm going to be wiped out on that fourth day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You feel it.
Agreed.
Where when I was younger, it didn't matter. But I value I guess I just value my quality of sleep more too. Because,
Yeah.
that's good for you.
I definitely at one point in my life had the idea I could sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, I had that too.
Wasn't John Michael Montgomery? Who said that? Michael Carroll.
Yeah.
John Michael Carroll with that song, I Can Sleep When I'm Dead. Love that song. It was my anthem for like 3 years.
Yeah,
And then I was like, I'm way too old for this mess.
And no, there's no mercy from me as a person who has struggled when they've worked day shift to get up and be on time.
That's like
their
6
entire
a.m.
life.
That's like, what? Day shift was what, 6 a.m.?
6 to 2 or 7 to 3.
I mean,
was tough.
I visually laugh out loud. I audibly laugh out loud when people say they can't get up at 6 a.m. You know what I mean?
I know.
And but that's because I've been getting up way before. I've been having to go on the air at 6 a.m.
Yes.
for 20 years
Yeah.
in a couple years. In a couple years, I've been on the air at 6 a.m. for nearly 20 years.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're like, if I can get up, you can get up.
The first 6 years were the worst years of my life live on the air in the mornings because it was just, I couldn't go to bed at 8. I didn't have that discipline yet.
Yeah.
So I was going to bed at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, heading to Hugo, Oklahoma
It's
for the first
I'm sure
2.5
it was
years.
a struggle.
It was.
And then when you're sleeping and you got to drive more than a few miles, that just makes you more tired.
Oh, I can tell you the difference between a good drive and a bad drive. The exact mileage.
Really?
Yes. I drove 44 miles from my home to this driveway.
Okay.
From Rattan to here every morning. Worst drive of my life. 44 miles. Worst drive of my life. I drove in the morning and then drove in the afternoon. In the morning, almost fell asleep going to work almost every day. In the afternoon, almost dozed off. I mean, not like to a serious point, but my eyes would get heavy every time I drove.
Yeah.
I didn't have good sleep. I didn't have good sleep back then. My discipline wasn't good for that. But it was ridiculous. So 44 miles. That's approximately 44 minutes, give or take. When I started driving from Broken Bow to DeQueen, that's a 24-minute drive. Cut off 20 minutes, no problem whatsoever. Loved the drive, never a problem. Never once did I get tired driving there. So that extra 20 minutes, I don't know where the cutoff is, whether it's maybe exactly 30 minutes, maybe it's 35, I don't know. Maybe it's 45, I don't know. But yeah, that was a huge difference, that extra 20 minutes every day.
I can see that.
Plus, my discipline was better. I was starting to go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yeah, there's no such thing as time blindness.
It's not I'm sorry, it's not an illness. It's not, that time blindness is not a thing.
As soon as this hits, this is going to catch fire. You know this,
Oh,
right?
I'm sure it is. People are going to soak that up. I got time blindness.
The woke audiences be like, I'm not tired. I'm not late. I'm time blind, and it is a real illness, and you cannot do anything about it. Well, if you don't go to time blindness rehab, then you ain't going to have a job.
The thing is it might be a thing. It might be a thing.
It's the
time
same.
blindness might be a thing,
Mhm.
but it is certainly not illness or a condition.
Gotcha.
That's one of those things that if you got it, you fix it.
Yeah,
It's not something that you can just
It's right here.
get out of that. Exactly.
it's right here in the brain.
Man, I don't know.
No mercy
Sorry.
from Laney J.
No, none. I've been late my entire life, and that was because of me. It was because some illness. I mean, other than being an idiot, but
Which could be an illness of its own.
yeah.
The refusal to accept, I don't know. I'm having a problem forming words this morning.
It's probably because of that
What?
bullcrap illness you got.
It's
People word blindness.
It's vocabulitis. Vocabulitis. That's what I have.
Vocabulitis.
Vocabulitis.
I love it.
This morning. It's the inflammation in my vocabulary. Sorry.
That is just not a thing. It's just.
It's like anxiety, right? James said. Anxiety is a thing. It's
Shut your
not.
mouth, Stay out
Anxiety
of this.
is a thing. It's not a. What did we determine? It's not a.
You said it's not an emotion.
It's not an emotion. There's 5 base emotions, and anxiety is not an emotion. The emotion of fear can turn into anxiety.
I believe that fear is an emotion.
Yes, and
I
you
believe that anxiety is just a umbrella of several emotions, but not an emotion itself.
Good point.
It took me a while to
Figure that one out.
Yeah, I was really mad at you that day. 'Cause
She
I had
was.
anxiety. But no, seriously, it's not an emotion.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's not. an
And we're not
emotion.
downplaying anxiety as
Not at
something
all.
that people have. I had anxiety for a long time, and it was It was caused by the Ritalin that I took.
Yeah.
It was funny. I took Ritalin for ADHD, which then would cause heart palpitations and nervousness. So I would have to take something for my anxiety that my ADHD caused, and then I would.
And just all that is it's a never-ending cycle. You know,
So
you
once,
have to.
yeah. So once I figured out how to manage my ADHD without medicine, I didn't need the other medicine.
That's right.
It worked out for me. Not
Yes.
everybody. I'm not saying everybody will work that way, but for me, it worked out that way.
It's anxiety's tough, and it's fear and worry and other things. But anyway, so yeah, but I get it. No emotion there.
No emotion.
No emotion. I don't know. I get it.
All right, we got. Speaking of getting it, you're about to get the what do you call it?
The
Swap shop coming up
Wait.
very shortly.
Hang on.
What?
Before we move on real quick,
Uh-oh.
I want to know about the geekiest cities in the U.S. I really was interested in this, and we've been talking this whole time.
That's true.
But I'm curious about it.
All right, I got the 10 geekiest cities in the U.S. Austin, Texas was the closest one at 6th. Austin, Texas. Houston was at number 7.
Wow.
So there's a couple of your close ones there.
Geeks.
But I thought of this list there was 200 total, and the
Wow.
bottom of the list was the least geekiest cities of the United States. Brownsville, Texas, comes in at 199. So the second least geekiest city in the Union, Brownsville, Texas. Grand Prairie, Texas came in at 197. So that was pretty close too. Carrollton, Texas comes in at 193. And McKinney, Texas, everybody knows where McKinney is, comes in at 191. So
Is that because there's so many rednecks? Or?
I guess, I don't know, they're not geeky. A bunch of athletes and, cowboys. And you can't call either one of them geeks.
No, that's right, you can't. Okay. All right, I
don't
get
know.
it. I could see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious, like, what the top.
I thought it was interesting. Number 1 was New York City.
Okay.
Number 2 was Los Angeles. Now, is that because they have more geeks per capita? Maybe?
That's what I'm thinking.
Probably because
They
that's the
have-
largest cities, right?
Yeah, they have more. Yeah.
San Antonio's 3, Chicago's number 4, Las Vegas came in at number 5. Really? There's a bunch of geeks in Vegas?
Yeah, that's surprising to me.
Huh, interesting.
Like geeks or gamblers.
Yeah. Atlanta came in number 8. I just don't think of Atlanta as being a geeky city.
Me either.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You bunch of geeks.
I think of all my favorite rappers from Atlanta.
I know, right?
Like, no, not
They're-
geeks.
They're not geeks.
All right, number 9 was Orlando, Florida, and number 10 was Indianapolis, Indiana. So there you go,
Okay.
geekiest.
Thank you for
cities.
sharing that. I
You're
was
welcome.
very curious about that.
I know you would. I know you would.
I know you would.
Maya is 48. Is it Maya or is that MIA? I don't remember.
It's MIA.
That's the one that paper airplanes?
I don't
Paper
know.
planes. I like
I'm
that.
going to find out because now I want
Like
to know.
that.
Because I may have said, let's see. Okay, she's a British rapper.
Okay, yeah. That's what it is. That's paper airplanes. She sung that one with paper airplanes.
Maya.
It's MIA if that's the British rapper, the whatever rapper. Because Maya is, Ghetto Superstar. Ghetto Superstar. Isn't that Maya?
That's different. That's a different person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's like MIA is Nikki Swift.
That's her real name?
No, actually, it says her real name is Mathanga Maya Arupragrazam.
So Maya is her initials.
No. Nope.
What's her name?
Mathanga. Her last name starts with an A. Oh, I guess so. I guess it's her middle name. I was thinking an I.
And on another segment of Laney J has no clue what we're talking about.
There's no name in there that starts with an I. So where did the I come from?
Oh, I don't know. Initial.
So
Middle initial.
that's what I'm wondering.
Arugula.
What's her middle name?
I thought you said Athanangun or something.
Mathanga. That's her
first
name.
What's her middle name?
There's no middle name. It's got Mathangi or Mathangai, and then it's got Maya in parentheses.
Okay.
And then her last name starts with an A. That Arupragrazam. That's her last name.
So I bet her middle initial is an I.
Probably is. Okay.
If the M and the A are her first and last name.
Her stage name, MIA, an initialism for missing in action. So, it's MIA.
She's MIA now. There you go, now you know. Something you were looking to find out, now you know.
I didn't know, and now I do know. She was a refugee. Huh.
You know, if you're hanging out with Jay and Laney J Live, if you're hanging out with us, you're only here for a good time. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
That's right.
Here's King George himself to bring us into Swap Shop coming up next. It's Best Country 106. All right, Facebook Live, we'll be right back with Swap Shop.
Baseball looks different in 2020. So do the Texas Rangers. So is fans to catch a game or two this season at Globe Life Field. More teams than ever are coming to face the Rangers. Great matchups, live crowds.
buy, sell, trade, or lease program. The numbers to call are 584-3388, 584-3389, and 584-3372. You may email your items to our shopper's mailbag at kkbi1061fm@gmail.com. Please keep your calls to 3 items or less, and no businesses may call. Swap Shop is heard Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:30 a.m., exclusively on Best Country 106. Today's Swap Shop is brought to you by
Laura Lindley, attorney at law.
Ooh, I thought that took it up. All right. 4 minutes after 9 a.m. means it is swap shop time. 580-584-3388, 3389, and 3372. Our intern will be answering the phone, so be nice or you'll lose your privileges.
Uh-oh.
Yep, you lose your swap shop privileges.
Yeah. You better watch it.
Well, like that one guy who was mean to me.
He shouldn't have been mean to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Don't be disrespectful. Especially to Jay.
I agree. No, especially to Laney J.
Yeah, don't.
And then after he's like, yeah, I sure did. Then he tried to crawfish when I told him he was banned for life.
Yeah, no, wasn't me.
Wasn't me, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you crawfished, sir. You listening right now? You heard me.
It's not the first time.
No. You think you're big and bad initially, and then all of a sudden you start crawfishing every time you call up here.
And then you steal a donkey from a teenager.
That's
Come
the
on.
same dude?
Same dude, yeah.
Can we just say yell thief if he calls in?
Yeah. Thief! And
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, there's our mail guy.
Our cool mail guy.
Mail guy.
Mail guy.
Mail guy. 580-584-3388.
584.
I did get a texter right in that said, think of all the techies in Vegas. All the tech in Vegas. He said security shows, cell phone shows.
Very true.
Internet shows.
That's very true.
I was like, okay, that makes sense. I can see a lot of those in there for sure.
Yeah. Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
I haven't touched him.
Oh, I thought you hit the...
Almost did. I had to wait for the hold.
Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
Good morning. Hey, I still got my tin and stuff for sale. Still got the shower stall. And I've got a 16-foot trailer with a 9,000-pound winch on it. And I want to sell. I'm asking $2,000 for it.
All right, what's your phone number?
Okay. My number is 580-513-2117.
580-513-2117. Have a great day. Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
Good morning. We still have fresh picked vegetables and watermelons that was cut yesterday. We have squash, 75 cents a pound, tomatoes, ripe and green, and cucumbers, $1.50 a pound. And we have eggplant, hot peppers, garden-grown onions, purple, white, and yellow. Today we will be up at the big pull-off just north of Duck Stories on 259 North out of Roachy Bow. We will be there by noon. Everybody come on out and get on some of our stuff. 306-3141.
580-306-3141. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
I had a texter write that the Hocha Talk number 15 was a great podcast
Oh, awesome.
and said, I love the 69th Street sign story. If you want to know the story about the 69th and Miller Avenue story, go to Facebook or go to our hosting Hocha Town. Listen to Hocha Talk number 15.
That's what I was going to say. Now we need to know.
Yep. Now you know. Miller Avenue and 69th Street. Miller Avenue.
Take your marbles and go home.
That's right.
Jeez, you're mean.
Meanies. Bunch of meanies.
Yep.
All right, we got a call coming in, looks like.
Let's see.
Nope, he's talking to him.
Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
like it.
They're
He's
probably
screening
like-
him. He's like, wait a minute, you sound like that one dude.
What are you doing?
They've been talking about.
Like, are you that guy? That's the guy.
That's the guy. Good morning, you're live on Swap Shop.
Hello?
You're live
Yeah.
on Swap Shop. What you got?
I have wheat tennis
All right, what's your phone number?
580-703-3067.
Oh, did you say 703-3067? Yes, that number is banned from Swap Shop, but thank you.
Ooh, they got their kid to call in?
Yeah, that number's banned from Swap Shop, yeah.
Wow. That is even lower than stealing a donkey from a kid.
Yeah.
That's tough, bro. Deleted.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna screen that one out from here on out. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Let's go to this line.
Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
Yeah, hey, I still got friends that got Beagles and Great Pyrenees pups, and I have got some donkeys, a couple little baby miniatures, and a regular sized donkey, and some goats. 212-0578.
580-212-0578. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Thanks.
Hey, by the way, that bottle calf that we put on the air yesterday, she sold it. She got rid of it.
Awesome,
So
good.
thank you so much. Make sure you don't read that one today.
Okay, I will not.
That was awesome. Denied. That's right, Michael. Denied. That's right. I mean, that's kind of, it's a sad life, actually, if you try to get a trick and use adolescence to try to trick people.
Yeah.
That means you're listening and you know better. 100%, right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to get around the law, come in, apologize like you're supposed to face, like a man, and you can come back on the swap shop.
Right,
You don't talk to our employees that way, period, end of story.
right. I agree. And don't steal donkeys from teenagers.
That's even worse. Allegedly. Again, was there a police report made?
Yeah.
So, when that comes through completely, then we will, quantify the facts. But at this point, it is alleged. We are official here.
You're right, we are.
Even though we are in a very unofficial capacity here on Swap Shop.
Yeah.
There is nothing official about Swap Shop. But not justice denied. Oh, Michael Poole. How would a person get banned from Swap Shop, Aaron Blake? That'd be a great answer, or great question to ask. You call in and cuss out Laney J. That's one way to get banned from Swap Shop. Or anybody else in this building, for that matter. So, the quickest way to get banned, though, is to call names. Straight up.
Yeah, I mean, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You would never do that, right, Aaron?
I don't know.
And we're talking curse words, too.
Yeah.
We're not talking like funny, hearty har har.
And even some cuss words, or they would be more funny. But some things are just flat out insults, and it's just,
And they're thrown to be those.
yeah, and
They're
it's
used
just
to be
bad.
insults. Yeah. So, y'all know the number now?
Yeah.
Denied. You are wrong.
Man, we're gonna whatever, come in.
We'd lighten them up. Come at her, bro.
Yeah.
We'd lighten them up today. All right. You done with Swap Shop today?
That's it. We're done. We're done now. We done. I mean,
I'm good with it. Let's
Aaron
just-
has a good question. Nobody's ever really been banned from Swap Shop, but I'll tell you this. I started doing Swap Shop in 2017.
Yep.
I started hosting it alone. It was just me. There were days that Greg stayed and would do Swap Shop with me, but it was me. And there were multiple complaints about the caller who has now been banned and what that person does with the things that they're buying. So, and I still never banned them because I didn't know. It was alleged. I
Yeah.
didn't have the proof. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that wasn't the only one, and there were some businesses that were calling and trying to slide by that they weren't businesses.
Yes.
You know,
if you have 10 farm implements on your property at all times, and you sell them, and you buy, sell, and trade those 10 farm or 12 or 15 farm implements on your property at all times, guess what? That's what you do. That's what you do for part of your living. Maybe it's a side job, but it's still a job.
Right.
That's
Right.
still a business.
Yeah. So.
And you
know,
probably are skirting the law when it comes to the IRS too. So don't push it.
Yeah,
Because if
absolutely.
you're selling that many, you become, in the state's eyes, a business who needs to apply for dealer's licenses and things of that nature.
Right.
So if you want to get technical about it. All right, we got a call coming in.
Good morning. You're live on Swamp Shop.
Yes, I need somebody with a portable sawmill to saw some lumber, a log for me. Reach me at 580-306-2554.
580-306-2554. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Yes, good morning. I have for sale a full-blood German Shepherd female. She will be 2 in September. She's marked beautifully and very smart, and I'm asking $150 for her. And I also have 2 riding lawnmowers that I'm needing to sell, and one needs a belt, the other needs a battery, and I'm asking $350 for both of them, or I'll sell them separately, $200 for one and $150 for the other. And they can call me at 580-306-7092.
580-306-7092. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
All right.
What we got? E said nobody cusses Laney in the corner.
That's right. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah.
And Aaron agreed he would never do that.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
No, James, you probably shouldn't curse on Swap Shop.
No. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Yes, I have a set of a Ford floor mat with a carpet style, 6 pieces, and then they're like brand new. And then I have for a person who needs like a shower chair and all. I have the shower chairs new, still in a box, and a package of brand new small breeze, and a walker. And they're all brand new. Something like that. My number's 212-9647.
580-212-9647. Thank you.
All right.
And if you are the gentleman who borrowed a walker from a lady, she needs that walker back. She's been trying to get in touch with you. You said you'd bring it back. She's wanting to get it back.
And we on a roll today on Swap Shop.
We are, because, you know.
Return things.
Yeah, please, return
It's
the
called
walker.
theft if you don't return it when you said you would.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Did you know
That's
that?
the thing.
Did you know that?
What?
Did you know that?
If you
It's-
said you would
it's
return
law.
it and you don't.
If I say, Laney J, can I borrow this until next week, until Tuesday next week? You're like, yeah, sure, and they give it to you, and I don't return on Tuesday, it's theft after that.
Oh, well.
And I can return, I can, with certain items, I could report that.
Wow.
Especially like a vehicle, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
He borrowed my vehicle last week and has not returned it.
Yeah.
When did he say he was going to bring it back? Friday. Well, it's Tuesday today, so.
I mean, but is that really theft if you let them borrow it?
If they don't return it on the right time. That's,
Okay.
Like I said, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because think about it, again, anybody that borrows your car, says they're going to return it tomorrow or in a couple hours and they don't come back, what are you going to do? You're going to call and say, well, I loaned my car out. They said they'd bring it back a couple hours and it's been 24. Or it's been 48.
Somebody just took my car one time, and I had let them drive it before.
Yeah.
So there was nothing I could do.
That's not true.
I had the police involved in everything.
Yeah, you got the wrong police officer who didn't know the law.
Uh-oh. Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
Hey, yes.
That happens a lot.
My daughter's cane Corso is still missing Northport community area. Like I said yesterday, he is a service dog. He's really not a dog. He's family. There's a $4,000 reward offered for him. Any information, please contact 580-236-9694 or 580-209-2419 or 580-236-4791.
All right, that is 236-4791, 236-9694, or 580-209-2419. Thank you, sir. Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
Yes, I wanted to say that I'm going to be at the Iredell Farmers Market about 4 o'clock this afternoon with watermelons for sale, homegrown watermelons.
All right, that's at the Idabel Farmers Market around 4 o'clock this afternoon, and that is across from Jake's in downtown Idabel, or what used to be Jake's. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
I was thinking Valiant Farmers Market.
And Valiant Farmers Market moved.
It blew away.
It did. But they've been taking their produce to 98 Farms, which is on Highway 98 South, south of Highway 70. Yeah, nice little spot there too. It's on the back patio. They got a sofa drive.
What do they do for a living over there? Interesting.
I'm going to get you.
You should.
I'm going to get you.
I deserve it today.
Yeah, you do.
It's okay.
I'm going to get you.
I'll get it somewhere or another.
You know what? I'm going to get you.
Elbow to the dome.
I'm going to get you.
10 minutes till the top of the hour, or to the bottom of the hour, sorry, which means the end of the show.
I'm done.
I was just curious. I was asking an honest question. I don't know.
There's a benefit on Saturday.
What's it benefiting? Joking, I'm joking. I saw something else. Kennedy Britton is doing a fundraising. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
This benefit is for Linda Ward. She is a Broken Bow resident. She has been battling cancer about 6 months now. She's unable to work. And so I am doing a benefit for her.
Oh.
I'm doing it. It will be me.
You, huh?
Yes, and my crew. We're doing that. And we're going to have Indian tacos.
You and the crew.
Yeah. So it'll be at the Holly Creek Community Church at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Nice.
There'll be Indian tacos, and then afterwards we'll have an auction.
What is this person to you?
She's my aunt. She's married
okay.
to my mom's brother.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, obviously it's a family member, so you're personally and emotionally involved and invested, but still an awesome thing for you to do for someone.
Yeah, it's not easy to do it.
No.
You know, it's required a lot of help, and I'm still behind on a few things. So
a lot of people are demanding in situations like that too. Sometimes
they can be, yeah. So I've actually this time I didn't necessarily wear myself out, whereas the times I've done benefits before I did.
Yeah.
I learned how to delegate a little
That's
bit
good.
And say, hey, I need help with this.
I like
can't
it.
do this by myself. So
that's good.
But my sister-in-law is making the fry bread is my thing, and she makes excellent fry bread.
Do I get one of those when
Yeah, if
okay,
you would
cool.
like one, you absolutely, you bet.
I'll come make sure I make a donation.
For you, it's $100 a plate.
I
Just
bet.
kidding.
I imagine.
We got one.
Wait, just.
Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
Yes, I have 3 female Winnie dog puppies. They're full-blooded. They got their shots. They've been dewormed. They're 10 weeks old. They're ready to go. For more information and pictures, they can call me at 580-212-5764.
580-212-5764. Thank you. You too.
I thought they were 11 weeks old now.
Are they? I thought that was next week.
Is that next week?
Yeah, I was like, sit there. No, sorry. Now, Kennedy Britton is doing a fundraiser.
Okay.
It is a Broken Bow Savage softball
All right.
fundraiser. Okay.
All right.
They're looking to raise money for travel expenses, training equipment, facility improvement, and uniforms. And of course, they want to be able to provide that athletic experience that all the students deserve and require. So, they have a specific goal And it's actually online. So if you would like to donate on our, let's see, I don't know how to share this. Maybe I can share it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, actually, the way that they're actually doing this particular fundraiser. Michael, if you're listening.
He says the whole team is out there hustling.
Oh, if you could post that link in our
Chat.
chat here, that would be good.
That'll make it easy on us.
You know what? And we have a lot of great athletes in this county, but they do hustle for their fundraisers.
Absolutely.
They do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll get that shared. Maybe, you know what? I'll put it on our website, seokradio.com, under the local news tab. Get it on there.
And there may be situations where people ask, what about our team? Blah, blah, what about this? A lot of those students and coaches and parents even will get out and hustle to make the monies. And a lot of that is backed by the school as well. So, they donate so much to their cause, then the school a lot of times will put in the equal amount or something, or cover the rest of the costs in many cases. So if you're wondering why such and such isn't getting the notoriety, well, one, let us know so we can talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You got to let us know.
If you didn't let us know, we didn't have a chance to talk about it.
That's right.
And B, not one and B, but A and two, you have to have some people volunteering for your event to make it a big success.
Yes.
In many cases. I mean, people want to talk about the football club and the quarterback club and the Savages of football getting all these great things. Well, they have a lot of people's donating to that event,
Absolutely.
to that type of stuff. So, all right, let's go back to phone lines.
Good morning. You're live on Swap Shop.
Hey, good morning. How are y'all?
Well, we're good. Thank you. How are you?
Good.
What you got for us this morning?
I have most of my kitchen stuff for sale. I have a small microwave that's hardly been used with the red trim around the outside of it. And then I have a bookcase that's about 4 foot tall for $10. The microwave $20. And then I have about 7 or 8 foot tall entertainment center. It's got different places for DVDs, and it's got doors with closed-in cabinets and a drawer and shelves on it.
Okay. All right. And the number, what's the number?
2639.
580-584-2639. Thank you, Miss Carla. Have a good day. Thank you. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Yes, I just called about the watermelon for sale at the Idabel Farmers Market.
Yes.
I'm also going to have a squash and cucumbers. And if anyone needs to call, the number is 612-1170.
580-612-1170. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
All right. That's 580-612-1170. Get it together, Laney.
Get it together, Laney.
All right. Man, is it almost time to get out of here?
It's almost that time, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Laura Lindley, attorney at law on the Square, downtown DeQueen, specializing in child custody cases, divorce, probates, wills, deeds, guardianship, and estate planning. Laura Lindley is licensed to practice law in Arkansas and Oklahoma. For an appointment, call 870-642-4462. That's 642-4462. Hablamos Español. Laura Lindley, attorney at law on the Square in downtown DeQueen.
This heavyweight bout is about to begin. What's the champ wearing? Looks like an examination gown. And from the back, ooh, that's not pretty. Champ, what's with the get-up? I've got to take care of my family, so I'm getting those important medical screens. The fight is over. Champ, you look pretty healthy out there tonight. But I'm still getting those tests. For a list of tests you need, go to ahrq.gov. And remember, real men wear gowns.
Go to ahrq.gov. This message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, AHRQ, and the Ad Council.
All right. All righty then. Got a last couple of calls coming in. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Good morning, Laney J and Jay.
Good morning.
morning.
How are you two doing today?
We're
Awesome.
good. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you. I wanted to find out who won Friday's drawing.
I don't know. Sarah Sanders.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
All right. You too. Thank you, ma'am. Bye. All right.
All right, all right, all right. Last chance to call is now. 20 more seconds and we'll get out of here.
Okay. We get out of here.
Huh?
I said we
You say
get
something?
out of here. I did.
All right. Looks like a call's coming in.
Let's see.
Last chance.
You're late. What
You're
a very
late.
important date. Good morning. You're live on Swap Shop.
Yeah, this morning I got a little 2-year-old Palomino stud colt for sale. He's broke. Of course, he needs more riding. He's only 2 years old, but he's gentle. Anybody interested, give me a call, 580-236-5091.
580-236-5091. Thank you. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Last call.
Yes, Laney J, what was the trick to the trivia question this morning?
Cause car accidents.
Yeah, causing car accidents.
All right. Excellent. That's going to be the last call on the Swap Shop today. All right, Facebook Live. You have a wonderful day.
Be good to each other.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Peace off. Bye.